The Road Beyond Fear. In a small town where dusty roads met quiet dreams lived a boy named Ayan. The town was so ordinary that people believed nothing extraordinary could ever come from it. Most people there lived the same life their parents had lived. Same work, same struggles, same endings. Dreams were not encouraged, they were tolerated only in silence. Ayan was different. Not because he was rich, not because he was lucky, but because he refused to stop dreaming, even when life tried its best to break him. Ayan's father was a bus driver who worked long interstate routes, traveling from one city to another for days. He would return home exhausted, his eyes heavy with tiredness, his hands rough from steering wheels and responsibility. His mother stitched clothes for neighbors to support the family. Money was always short, but love was never missing. Every night, Ayan waited for his father to come home. His favorite moment was listening to stories about the long roads, the cities beyond their town, the endless highways that connected different lives together. Those roads planted a dream inside Ayan. He wanted to go beyond his town, beyond fear, beyond limits. But life had other plans. When Ayan was 16, his father met with an accident on one of his interstate trips. He survived, but never returned to driving again. The injury took away his job, and with it, the family's only steady income. That day, Ayan's childhood ended. He left school to work at a small repair shop. Grease covered his hands, dust filled his lungs, and disappointment slowly tried to fill his heart. Every night, he returned home tired, watching his mother count coins and pretend everything was fine. People said, "Your life is decided now. Dreams are for rich kids. Be thankful you even have work." Ayan smiled on the outside, but inside he refused to agree. Late at night, after everyone slept, he studied using old books and borrowed notes. He listened to free lectures on his cracked phone. He learned about business, travel, and how roads connected economies, not just cities. He remembered his father's words. Roads don't judge who travels on them. They only ask one thing: keep moving. Years passed. Ayan failed many times. He tried small businesses that collapsed. He was cheated, mocked, and ignored. Once, he lost all his savings in a bad deal. That night, he sat alone on a highway bridge, watching trucks pass by, headlights cutting through darkness. For the first time, he cried. He thought about giving up, about accepting the life everyone said was written for him. But then he saw an old bus passing by, just like the one his father used to drive. Something inside him woke up. He stood up and whispered to himself, "If I stop now, I'll never know how far I could have gone." That moment changed everything. Ayan started working as a helper with interstate transport companies. He learned logistics, routes, fuel management, and customer handling. He listened more than he spoke. He worked harder than anyone expected. Slowly, people noticed. One small opportunity turned into another. One connection led to the next. After years of patience, Ayan managed to buy his first old truck. Rusty, unreliable, but his own. When he showed it to his father, the old man's eyes filled with tears. "You didn't just buy a truck," he said. "You bought your future." The journey wasn't easy. Breakdowns happened, losses came, sleepless nights returned. But this time, Ayan was no longer running from struggle. He was driving through it. His transport business grew slowly. One truck became two. Two became five. He hired drivers from towns like his own, people with dreams buried under responsibilities. Years later, Ayan stood at a highway rest stop, watching dozens of trucks with his company's name pass by. They traveled across cities, across states, across lives, just like the roads his father once drove. A reporter once asked him, "What is the secret of your success?" Ayan smiled and replied, "I didn't choose an easy road. I chose a real one, and I never stopped moving." Today, Ayan visits schools in small towns. He tells children that success is not about where you start, it's about how long you keep going. Because life is like an interstate road. Some parts are smooth, some parts are broken, some parts are dark and lonely. But if you keep driving, if you don't turn back, one day you'll reach a place you once thought was impossible. And when you do, you'll realize the road was never against you.